What's up, Guardians? I'm Ken Odin's son. Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, I'm taking you to school. So, with the big changes that are coming in the next large expansion, Witch Queen, in February of next year, I feel that there's going to be a large influx of new players coming, and I wanted to put some videos out to start a new series helping guide new players and even returning players, and figuring to show you guys what you should do and how to tackle the game in its current state. It's a great time to get in now because we have 6 months before the new season. You'll have plenty of time to get through the content currently in the game to be ready for the new expansion when it comes. So, especially with Destiny being free to play, you don't have to buy any of the other content right away if you don't want to. You can check out what's already in the game first. So, without further ado, we are sitting at the title screen right now. Let's hop in. When you first get in, of course, you're gonna have to set up your account. This is irrelevant. That's for crossplay. That's just gonna your Bungie name is for crossplay, to be able to play with other people on other platforms. It's gonna be basically whatever you set your name to, plus a couple numbers at the end. As of making this video, it's a little buggy because it just released, but that's alright. So this idea came about because I was trying to make an alt account on so I can take some in-game screenshots for Twitch thumbnails. So when you first come in, you're gonna have to pick a class. You got your Hunter, Titan, and Warlock. If you're brand new to Destiny, I definitely recommend trying all three and figuring out which one you like the most. Coming from other FPS games, Hunter's movement is probably going to be pretty similar to what you're used to, except better because of the multiple jumps you get. But in terms of like the normal jumps, it's gonna feel more like other games like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Warlocks and Titans have more of a lift jump thing. The Warlocks is referred to as glide. Titans is referred to as a lift. But they're both similar where in their the way they function. So, and then they have a ton. Each class has a ton of different abilities that you can use and try and mess with. So, like I said, while you're playing through the game, I definitely recommend trying all three out. Figure out which one you like the most. I already started with a Titan, which I'm gonna hop into. Okay, so when you first come in, you're gonna be on the Cosmodrome to do the first New Light mission. After you do, I think it was like the first 3 New Light missions, you're allowed to go to the tower, which is going to be a very important place. You're going to be here all the time because there's a ton of NPCs that you need to talk to. So, alright, let's start here. We're going to go through some navigation options here because there's a lot, as you can see. So Cosmodrome is where you're going to start as a New Light. You have these areas you can fast travel to. This is Shaw Han. He's the guy you're gonna have to deal with for the most part with the New Light missions. He was a new character introduced in Beyond Light for the New Light missions, pretty much specifically. These up here, these 3 right here are these 2 especially, and Gambit now too. These are the core playlists of Destiny. So you have your Gambit, which is PvE VP. It's a fun game mode. Hopefully it's gonna get improved in the future. We need more maps and some other things. It's fun, but I don't play it a ton. Strikes, there's a lot in here. You can't see everything yet because everything's not unlocked because of me being on a newer account. This is just general strikes. What a strike is essentially a 3-man story mission, sort of, that are replayable. There's a playlist and there are multiple multiple strikes. Like I'm not sure the number. I don't know the number at all, so I don't even want to throw a number out really. But there's a lot of them. Hopefully we'll be getting more new ones consistently in the future. We haven't gotten a lot of new ones recently, but there's still a lot in the game. This is just a specific strike for this mission that I need to do next to introduce you to strikes. This is Vanguard strikes. This is the actual playlist. Later on down the road, there's going to be another option here that's going to be Nightfall strikes, which is harder versions of regular strikes, which gives you better rewards. And then over here, there will be Grandmaster strikes or Nightfalls, which is even harder versions of the Nightfalls that give even better rewards, which are adept weapons. Right here you have your Crucible, which is the PvP of Destiny. I can't access it yet, but when you can access it, and I'll probably play through to show it in the future so you guys can actually see it. But you're gonna have your main quick play game modes, which is Control. You have Elimination. Control is basically like a domination from Call of Duty. If you've played that, you have the 3 zones to capture. You play through, you know, get kills, and the score goes up. And the team that hits 151st is the winner. You have a rotational playlist, which has like Clash, which is basically TDM. There's also a Rumble playlist, which is free for all. There's a comp playlist, which has a different ranking system than the regular Crucible, but you also rank up regular Crucible at the same time. Comp used to have a lot more meaning than it does now. Right now, there's not a lot of reason to play it unless you're trying to get titles. Well, the Gilded title or Unbroken title that comes from PvP. There's also events that happen for PvP. Trials of Osiris, which is an endgame PvP activity that comes on the weekends. In the future, well, starting on September 10th, and if we're not going to have Trials on the same weekend as we have our other event, which is called Iron Banner, which is Control, but with a different set of rewards basically, and it functions slightly differently. I definitely recommend, if you're brand new, unless you are a very PvP oriented player, take a lot of time in the PvE activities first before you jump into here, because it's going to be tough, especially when you don't have a good understanding of how the game functions and how to play it. Alright, so the helm right here is a location that we used for most of the seasonal stories throughout this year. You'll gain access to this at some point. I'm not sure when, probably after you go through the new light stuff, and then you're also going to need to get the season passes though if you want to be able to do all the content, I think. Don't quote me on that because I'm not really sure, to be honest. We have you can still play through the Forsaken story, which will bring you to the Tangled Shore right here, the Dreaming City. The Moon for Shadowkeep, which is the expansion after Forsaken. And then after Shadowkeep, our current expansion was Beyond Light that released last year. This is the one that gives you access to Stasis, which is the newest subclass, the newest element to Destiny. That brings you to Europa. Down here you have Nessus, which is relevant. It's a planet that's been around since the beginning of Destiny 2, and there's story relevance to it, so that's why it's still here for now. Same goes for the EDZ, the European Dead Zone. Up here is where you'll be able to access the content that's being brought back from Destiny 1, such as the Vault of Glass raid that's in the game currently. It was brought back last season. You can see this little timeline here, which will show you timeline of Destiny 2, Forsaken, Shadowkeep, On Light, which is Season of the Lost, is where we're currently at. Next up is the Witch Queen. I need to buy this stuff, but not on this account. Okay. In your top left corner, you can see right here I have milestones. That's a quest. That's to start Shadowkeep, which I can't even access the moon yet to do. Map. This will show you the map of the planet you're on at the time. I'm not currently on one, so I can't see it. This is your quest tab. These are seasonal challenges, which were introduced 2 seasons ago, I believe. Maybe 3, but I think it was 2. It's basically ways to get XP. You get seasonal upgrades for whatever the current activity is, stuff like that. Bright Dust, which you can use store to buy different things that are they rotate this weekly. What sells for Bright Dust, ornaments and emotes and all kinds of cosmetic things. And then there's also silver, which is purchasable currency. All your bounties that you pick up from NPCs will go here. You can track them in game on your progress, and you can see the breakdown here of quests, past, exotic quests, playlists, which is going to be Vanguard, Crucible, Gambit, seasonal, Beyond Light, New Light, and then just quests. Over here you've got your roster. I don't have any friends on this account because, like I said, this account was just made for the purpose of using to take screenshots and make thumbnails. But this is the all players. This is going to be your cross-platform list. And then you got your platform list, and then this is where you'll be able to manage Fireteam invites in game, Bungie friend requests, clan invites. Like I said though, this is kind of buggy right now, so I'm not even going to bother messing with it at the moment. Season pass stuff, really need to go with that. You can check that out. Now let's dive into your character screen here. This is your subclass. Each light-based subclass currently, until next season or next year, they're going to upgrade all of them throughout next year, but currently you have 3 trees that you can select. That's going to change the way your super ability works, your melee ability works, and some other abilities that you have. I'm not going to go into all of them right now, so that's going to be a long breakdown. Everyone has 3 grenades to select, 2 class ability options, 3 different jump options, and that goes for these 2 as well. Alright, weapons. You've got kinetic, energy, power weapons, your ghost, and your armor. So throughout the game, you're going to level up your power. Our current power cap is at 1330. So starting out, you're going to have a ways to go, but the good news is up to like 1300, all you have to do is play the game and you'll get leveled up gradually. So that's not too bad. Stat, armor, stuff like that breakdown, I'll wait for another video to talk about stuff. Triumphs, I'm not gonna dive into these really, because realistically they're self-explanatory. It's just achievements in game to go. Collections, mark all as seen, so this stuff goes away because finding them all is just going to do itself. This just is your collections, keeps track of what you earned in game if you want to look at your stuff. Clan, manage clan invites, and you see your roster here, and you also get, when you're in a clan, you get drops in game. I'll probably make a clan and link it to this account because I want to make a Discord that would be joinable to try and help out new players as much as I can. This page is your inventory, which is going to have your consumables. This is usually on my account, my main account. This is almost full. I think everything besides the bottom row stuff. Engrams that drop will go here. Legendaries, sometimes, umbrals, exotic, prime engrams, wrapped items. This is stuff from Eververse. If you buy stuff from the store, modifications. This stuff is mostly cosmetics that will end up here, like ornaments and such. Your settings. Controller just got new settings. I've been messing around with. I'm not sure how what I'm sitting at yet. This is what I'm trying on my main account right now. I used to play at 10, which I still felt slow at times. I couldn't turn fast enough like I'd want to. But with the upgraded sensitivity, you can pretty much turn as fast as people on PC. So, I'm not gonna jump into any content right now. I just wanted to give a brief overview real quick, and then I'm gonna go through what kind of a time frame, timeline, like an idea of what to look for, what you should try and do when you first start playing, especially if you're brand new to Destiny, or if you haven't played since like Destiny 1 or like year 1 of Destiny 2. Just play through the new light stuff. You'll get some drops, like you'll be given this Night Watch, which is a fantastic role for PvE. Overflow and explosive rounds is amazing. You'll be able to use this all the way up to Grandmaster Nightfalls, and it'll be fantastic. Great option. One of the most popular PvE weapons for Lonesome. This is meh. At least the roll is. Not a fan of full auto on sidearms. You could. I don't think you can. Yeah. That's irrelevant. Any legendaries, especially when you first start, just hold on to them. You can throw them in the vault. You're gonna have 500 spaces in your vault because you're a brand new player, and you can hoard everything you want to until you know what's good. Throughout the series, I'll go through roles, I'll go through weapons you can look for, especially the playlist weapons and the world drop weapons specifically, because they're different pools. I mean, the world drop weapons can come from the playlist as well, but mainly the world drop weapons, because that's what you're going to get a lot of by playing through the stories. So, and there's plenty of good legendaries you can get from just that, and very well on. And we'll go through like perks to look out for, stuff like that. We will not dive into transmog. So finishers, your emotes are here. These are the basic ones you have when you start. I'm not sure how I got these two, but got them. And yeah, that's gonna be about it for right now. Like I said, I think that currently, that right now is an amazing time to get into Destiny, especially with the trajectory we're going towards right now. The player base is probably going to start growing a lot, and I just want to get some more information out there for those who are going to be new and, you know, not know what to do. So thank you for your time. Thanks for stopping by the Viking Vanguard. If you liked the video, you want to check out more in this series in the future, or any of my other videos that I post, because I post all kinds of other content as well, and I stream somewhat regularly. I'd appreciate it if you did. Subscribe if you want. I'd greatly appreciate it. Help me out. And yeah, I'm Ken Odinson. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next episode.